Hey guys, I am getting ready for work, but today I'm going to be doing a first impressions of the Juvia's Place foundation, the new I Am Magic foundation. I just got it in the mail this week, so I thought I would try it out since I am working today. So if you want to see what I think, how it applies, all that good stuff, stick around and we will test it out. Okay, so I got the new Juvia's foundation. I bought 2 shades from Ulta. I had heard a few different not so great things about the shipping direct from Juvia's. So I did only buy foundation. I didn't buy the concealers because they're not available at Ulta. So I did just only buy foundation. This is 740 Marisol, and then I got this step up from that, which is 730 Isla. I bought both shades. They came together. They did get dropped off a day early when I was at work. They sat outside for 3 hours in the 90-degree heat. So my wonderful husband got home, brought them inside, took them out of the box. Like, they were really warm, so he laid them out on an ice pack for me for a little while to try and even out the temperature instead of putting them in the fridge. And I swatched them on both sides of my face, one on each side, and then I swatched my foundations that I wear every day, in all the open spaces of my face, and then picked a shade that way because both shades could have worked probably. And then next to my other foundation, one was clearly the winner, and then I checked it in a different light, and one was obviously the winner because one was far too yellow. 740 is the shade I went with. 730 was far too yellow for me, so I gave it to my friend to try out. It is super full coverage. A tiny little sprinkle covered the entirety of one half of my face, so there was that. I don't think there was any discrepancy on it being full coverage. It says Velvety Matte Foundation on the back. It literally says full coverage in this little bar here, and all the little reviews online are about it being super full coverage. It does say to apply it with a wet beauty sponge or a synthetic makeup brush, and I'm mostly just seeing people applying it with a brush. So we are going to prime and apply and see how it applies and do all that good stuff today. I'm going to use all of my normal stuff so that I can see how it wears. Usually if I'm testing a new product, I only change one thing at a time. So if I'm trying a new foundation, I leave everything else the same so I can see if something is different. It's probably the foundation. So I'm going to use my Urban Decay Optical Blur, Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. Okay, so we're going to go in with this. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people just dumping it out on their brush. I'm a little afraid of my brush just absorbing it all. I might just dab it on my face. I'm literally going in with this tiny little dab. Because this is about how much I swatched the other night, and it covered the entire half of my face. It does have a smell. It smells like I paint. I feel like it smells kind of like acrylic paint. I don't know if that's good or not. I mean, I would think that that's probably not a good smell, but I notice more scents probably than most people because I get really bad headaches. Some intense coverage. I did less than probably normal people would. because I don't like the cakey face look. And because I was really in between two shades, this one looks a little light for me, but like I legit look like a ghost. But by the time I get like my bronzer and concealer and all that good stuff on, okay, I think I'm gonna leave it. I'm not gonna add any extra. Like, this is already more than I would probably normally wear. So I'm gonna go in with, this is my Esteé Lauder Doublewear in light medium. I usually do one dot under my eye for color correcting purposes, and then this is my Sephora Make No Mistake concealer in Sesame, which I don't love, but it gets the job done. I don't like it because it doesn't have like a applicator. It's just a squeezy tube. Like, you literally have to squeeze it. And I don't like that I have to like either like rub it under my eyes or figure out some other way to apply it. And then I'm going to go in with my little brushy guy. This is one that I just bought. He's like the microfiber kind of thing. Normally I would do this off camera, but I'm gonna see how it layers. I'd seen some reviews where people layering products over it had a hard time, and it picked up, like the foundation picked up when they were like putting concealer on or bronzer or anything else that they put over the top of it. Okay, and then before I do like the rest of my concealer on my face, I'm gonna do my contour. This is the Quickie contour stick from Hoola. And this is the Morphe M713. No, 173. Can't read apparently. Oh, it definitely moves. You can see, like, I'm gonna zoom you in. I don't know if you can see, like right here. I pushed kind of hard with my brush. And I was blending like, and it definitely picked up the foundation and moved it. So I'm gonna try and smooth that back out. So far, that's the only place I've noticed it. But I don't notice that with any other foundation that I have. So I'm curious to see what's going to happen once I do like powder and blush and things like that. So I'm going to go in and conceal. Okay, now I'm going to go in with my Too Faced Born This Way translucent powder, and I'm going to set everywhere. I'm just tapping out the creases under my eyes before I set them. I'm still really on the fence about this sponge because I feel like it's wet and then it's literally dry like 5 seconds later. And so normally I wouldn't go in with like a harsh amount of powder other than the places I just did with my sponge. I just go in with my little, this is like it's a Pro Mini Flawless Airbrush from Sephora. And I just like tap across like my forehead and stuff. And I just set these little areas. And you can tell I'm not going like hard with the powder. But I normally don't powder set like this whole business because I do blush and I do powder bronzer on top of it. So I'm a little concerned about this moving around. So I'm going to go in with my Hoola Lite and my tapered brush that I always use. Seems okay so far. But I also feel like it's foundation. I shouldn't have to be so careful. I'm going to go in with my NARS blush in Orgasm on my Pat McGrath brush. And I'm doing like a circular motion, which is what I normally do. So that's not unusual. I don't know, I'm really like looking at it. It seems to do better if you're just like patting. But honestly, who has time for this patting shit? Not me. It's foundation. It's supposed to be a base layer. You're supposed to be able to layer everything on top of it. I don't know. At this point, I'm gonna do my eyes, finish my face off camera, and check in with the finished look. Alright guys, this is the finished look. I finished up with the Juvia's Place Masquerade mini shadows that I got in the mail this week also, and the Heroin Glow 2 highlighter, and this is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Paris. I use my normal lashes. I'm ready to go to work and see how this wears. I'd set my face with the NYX Matte Finish Setting Spray. Thoughts so far, the foundation didn't really move any more than it already had. I noticed when I was cleaning up my lipstick, it did move when I brushed along it. I didn't really expect it not to, since it had moved when I brushed along with my like cream bronzer. The other thing I noticed in the light in my bathroom, in this light it looks fine, but in the light in my bathroom I am still grievously pale. That's the cat. Like a pale Puritan princess who the plague hasn't quite gotten to yet. No matter how much blush, and you can't even see the amount of blush and bronzer that I have on. I don't stop. But I am extremely pale still. But the next shade up was too dark and too yellow. That in natural light I would have looked like insanely different shades. So if you were a pale shade, that would be the only possibly problem area that I can see so far, other than the already aforementioned problems, is that there's not really shades between the shades. 740 is probably too light for me. 730 is not at all going to work. So there's nothing in the middle that I can make work. Unless I maybe mix the two, and if it doesn't work, I don't see a reason to make that a thing. So, oh good, now she's meowing at Chris. So, I'm gonna take a picture in this light, and then I'm going to wear it all day, wear it through work, and then I will check in later and we'll see how it wore for the day. It is 12:30, so I will check in later, and we'll see final thoughts on this possibly interesting new foundation. Alright, have a good day. Okay, so I'm in my car. I'm just getting ready to go into work. This is what we're looking like in more natural light. I can't really tell too much of a difference. It doesn't look too crazy outside. I have my sunglasses on, and it definitely left some indentations, but most foundation does. And I powdered along like under my eyes and stuff, and it's definitely looking cakey. I feel like I can see like the foundation just sitting on top of my face, in my pores, in everything. I feel like on top of my forehead it's looking like just, I don't know, just it's sitting there. I don't know what it's just sitting. I don't love it so far, but we're gonna see how it wears all day. I work until 10:30, so it's stuck on there. It's gonna be there all day, so I will check back in when I get home after I eat dinner, and before I wash my face off, and we'll see what the final thoughts are. So I will check back in, and if I have time I'll check back in on my break, and we'll see how it's wearing. So stay tuned. Hey guys, I am back home. I am just about to go wash my face so that I can get ready to go to sleep in I don't know how many hours, but just so that I can wash all this business off my face. It is just about 11:30. So this makeup has been on for a good 11 hours. And let's just say it has been wildly unpleasant. Yeah, let's just zoom you into my face. So all of the makeup on my forehead, I feel like, is pretty much gone. And all the makeup like around the sides of my face. All the makeup on my chin is just gone. And it's not like I've been like rubbing my face all day. Don't touch my face typically at work unless I'm like blowing my nose or something. So it just didn't stay on my face at all. In fact, a couple of the girls at work noticed, and they asked what it was, and I told them that I was trying it out. And we talked about it because they were waiting for it to come out as well and had already ordered their shades and were hoping that they liked it. But we talked about how it just looked like it was like just sitting in all the pores on all of my face. And then it was like every time if I got a Kleenex, all of my makeup would just come up off my face. And so I just felt like all day it was just every time I looked in the mirror, a new spot was gone. And I normally have foundation left everywhere. I mean, like, it's pretty normal to not have foundation on my nose because when I blow my nose, like, obviously, but for it to not be like on my forehead or like on my chin, but I don't know where it went. It vanished. My bestie also tried out the other shade because I'd given it to her because it was too yellow for me. She wore it today. Did primer, did setting spray. Same results. She has a completely different skin type to me. She has super dry skin. She's not oily. She typically doesn't like matte foundation. Same results. She thought it had looked fine most of the day, but then she got home and really looked at it, and there were spots missing all over her face. There was cakey all under her eyes. It was not delightful. So I would say try at your own risk. It did not work for me. I know people are saying that it has worked for them, and that's great if it did. I'm not on anybody's PR list. I bought this with my own money. It didn't get sent to me, so I don't have to say that I liked it and that it worked for me. So I'm not obligated to do so. But it didn't. It didn't work for me. It faded. I don't know. I don't even know where it went. Just into the air. So it didn't last. It didn't wear well. Which is unfortunate for their product line because the highlighter that I got from them stayed on great. The shadow is also from Juvia's Place. Great. So many compliments on that today. So all their other products, A1. Foundation, hard pass. So, I mean, I would try at your own risk. If you're going to try it, I would do so at a place where you can take it back in exchange for something else if it doesn't work for you. I mean, I would definitely, you know, try it, or see if you can swatch it in store, see how it wears, see if you can get a sample. You know, I maybe would try it on your own and not trust the super hypey Instagram reviews. I was super hyped for it and pretty disappointed, not gonna lie, especially because I saved my Ulta rewards so that I could buy 2 different shades, and I'm gonna end up taking both of them back, which is a super downer. So I mean, if you want to try it, go for it. It didn't work for me, so I would say it's a no. I would pass. Didn't love it, didn't wear well, smells weird. No, just no. I would stay away. There are better foundations out there. You probably are going to pay more than $20, but if you want full coverage and you want something that's going to stay on all day, Esteé Lauder Doublewear, delightful. So I would go that route instead. You're going to spend a little more, but it's going to stay on, it's going to wear well, and it's going to stay where you put it and not rub off while you're trying to put your bronzer on. So I would go that route. So I would go with that. Anyway, that's all. Thanks for hanging around for this little review and first impressions. Sorry if you were disappointed. I am too. So tomorrow will maybe be a happy video. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you would like to throw me a like, I would appreciate it. And I appreciate you for watching. So thanks.